have two more sessions to go, short and sweet, before we have our lunch break. So please welcome to the stage Mr. AlShankiti, GM for MDS Computer Systems.
So this is me in Saudi. This is me in Jordan. I carry the genes of both countries, so here you go. Both great nations, of course. So I will take you back to a more technical discussion. I really enjoyed the tourism aspect of this forum. And today we're going to talk about a tool that is very, very important in every enterprise. It is a tool that's many times overlooked. So this is not working, right? It's a tool that is many times overlooked, even though it's very important. If your organization is serious about digital transformation, you must have an ESM tool. So what is ESM? ESM is an enterprise service management tool. It is a strategic approach to manage the services in your organization for all services. We're not talking about IT services only. It can be the services within HR, like recruitment, the services within finance, like expense submission. It can streamline your change management processes. It can also track your assets. So again, it is very important. If you have a good ESM tool, your digital transformation journey will be smooth. Otherwise, it will not be. So, once you embark on your journey for digital transformation, you have to take into consideration a few things. This tool will streamline your processes across departments. It will also improve your decision making. So you will have all your data, all your digitized data in one location. So you'll be able to take data-driven decisions, and you will have insights. Also, it will foster innovation between different heads in your organization. And remember, an ESM tool is not only for your employees, it's also for your clients. I can argue that Sanad, for example, in Jordan, which gives governmental services, is an ESM tool. Abshir in Saudi Arabia, it is. And can you imagine how important it is? This tool, it facilitates the interaction between citizens and the government. It makes life much easier. So let's talk about a step-by-step implementation for ESM. It's a guide, nevertheless. First, you need to assess your current situation. Many organizations already have an ESM in place or some bits of pieces of an ESM. Basically, there are processes and procedures in place. Some of them are paper-based, some of them are automated. So you need to assess what you have, and then you need to do a gap analysis and see where you want to be. Once you perform the gap analysis, you can set your objectives and focus on the areas that are important for your organization. ESM is very wide. It can cover so many areas. Don't focus on everything. Prioritize. Find out the areas that are important for your organization. So after that, after you've defined your objectives, now you need to select the appropriate tool. There's lots of tools for ESM. The tool that is good for company A might not be the best tool for company B. So you need to do a POC. A POC is a great way to find out if your tool is the right tool for you. After that, you've chosen, you've set your objectives, you've chosen the tool. Now you need to have a project rollout plan. This rollout plan must take into consideration that there are going to be downtime sometimes. So you want to have an optimized and efficient rollout plan. At the end, make sure that you're always monitoring your rollout and accept feedback and tweak your process if needed. So now that you've started your ESM implementation, please take into consideration the following things. ESM must come from the top. It is a top-bottom implementation. It cannot come from bottom up. Your leadership must buy in. As you know, people resist change, so the leaders of the company and the leaders of the affected departments must buy in and they must enforce it. Next, you need to, as a project implementer or a project leader, you need to talk to all stakeholders. If you are implementing processes in HR, for example, you need to talk to the HR people, the HR head and the HR managers, make sure that they all buy in. Next, clear communication. Clear communication means that if you are rolling out a new service and sunsetting an old service, it should be clear. You should clearly communicate to everyone that's affected that this is happening on this date and this is happening on that date. Otherwise, people will be just surprised by changes within processes. Now, as you automate processes, this is going to cause change management, meaning some of the duties for employees are no longer needed, and maybe they have to do something else now because these processes have been automated or have been included in your new ESM. Now, I want to talk a little bit about customization. It is a double-edged sword. If you choose the right tool, you will decrease the amount of customization you will need. I am of the opinion that you should try to avoid excessive customization. Many times, the processes that come built in within these tools are the correct ones, and you are the wrong one. So just have an open mind. Don't try to change, create a completely new process just because this is the one that you are used to. Have an open mind, look at what's being offered to you, and see if that's the better process. Now, you need to always provide training for your employees and clients alike for how to use an ESM. Sometimes it's clear to you, it's clear to somebody who is tech savvy. However, some people who are not tech savvy, they simply don't know what to do, and they don't know how to use this new tool. And at the end, make sure that a user support channel is available. So if I am using the ESM and maybe applying for a service, and suddenly there's a hiccup, I don't know what to do, there must be somewhere, somebody I can talk to or some chat I can chat with and check what is the problem and how I can resolve it. Now that you've implemented and deployed your ESM, you can sit back and enjoy having a great ESM in place. And you can reap the benefits. You will have improved service delivery. If you want to create a new service, that service will be delivered in no time, in a very, very efficient time. Next, your operational efficiency across all departments will be increased. You will see more collaboration between departments, and you will see more understanding and less surprises within your organization. Next, enhanced customer experience. And I want to stress here that the customer here is not just your employees. It is your employees, and sometimes it's your clients, your customers. They will enjoy using these new services because these services are automated. These services are efficient, and they are fast, and you can get much done in so little time. Of course, now that you've automated a lot of these processes, some of the employees have more time, so you can allocate their time and these resources into other things that previously you needed to hire more people to do. And of course, an ESM, again, it gathers all the information. It's all in one place. Now you can use, you can gain insights into your data and use analytics to present your data in a nice visual way. So please be wary for the challenges and risks while you are deploying an ESM. Service disruptions. So there is today, as I said, some organizations already have some kind of an ESM. However, as you are modernizing your ESM, these services need to go offline and new services need to go online. This downtime you need to minimize as much as possible because it's going to create frustration. Your user will be frustrated because he is not or she is not able to perform services or take advantage of services that are offline. So try to reduce the downtime. Next, the high implementation cost. And usually this results from choosing the wrong tool. If you choose the wrong tool, you end up having to customize the tool completely, which is very expensive. And also, the tool that you chose, it must focus on the areas that are important to your organization. Don't choose a tool that's looking for example, ESG when that is not your focus in your organization. So make sure you choose the right tool for you. And of course, both of these things will cause employees to resist using your new ASM. And this can be addressed by ongoing training and, of course, by leadership buy-in. Now, let's rub our crystal ball and look into the future. We'll see where ESM is heading. Definitely, in the future, we can see ESM being, integrating with the new emerging technologies such as AI and machine learning and all of that. And again, since ESM will be used more and more by your clients, just like it is used by your employees, I feel, that ESM will move into the cloud, meaning it is going to be at an equal distance from both employees and clients. And that will eventually become the correct or the natural place for an ESM deployment. Now, this is going to enhance the experience of the customers. They're going to be more satisfied. And since you are in the cloud, you're going to be able to take advantage of some AI tools that are available only on the cloud. And these tools will give you predictive analytics and other AI-related services. Now, just to conclude, let's talk about some of the best practices when you are deploying ESM. Make sure you conduct a thorough road assessment, a thorough needs assessment, and develop a clear strategy. This is very important at the very beginning. Your strategy and roadmap must be clear and concise. You need to engage everybody. You need to engage not just the CEO or the top. You need to engage all the department heads. Everybody must understand what's happening. And you need to regularly review your ESM implementation. Accept criticism and tweak your processes if you feel that a tweak is necessary. So this is a use case that we prepared. I can talk about it. The use case is an HR use case. It's an onboarding workflow. It starts when you offer a new hire, when you offer them a job and they accept. Once they accept and set a start date, that's when this process is triggered. Next, this new hire will receive all kinds of documents that they need to fill out. I'm sure everybody here has filled out insurance forms and other forms, complete your profile, and so forth. Next, once the new hire submits all these documents, this will trigger three things. Facilities will start working on the new office for the new hire, and IT will start working on the new, let's say, IT assets such as laptop and so forth. And HR will book a time for orientation for the new hire. Now, this is the optimal outcome. I don't know how many of you have actually went into their new job on day one and found all of this ready. But if you have a functional ESM, you will. Next, the user will come on day one. He will receive, or he or she will receive his new desk, his new laptop, and an orientation takes place on that day. After that, there's some more documents that they need to submit, maybe joining date and all of that. And once that is done, that employee now can start his responsibilities within the company. So again, my name is AlShankiti. I'm a General Manager, MDS for Computer Systems. We are a leading system integrator in Saudi Arabia. Happy to take your questions. Happy to take your comments and observations. Please, I'll be honored to accept your connection at LinkedIn. And thank you for listening.